Tressa. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a very Merry Christmas. I hope that, I know some people couldn't see their family, but I still hope they had a very Merry Christmas. We had just a little gathering here. We didn't see our extended family, but it was still a very good Christmas. So today I want to make a cornbread. My husband loves cornbread. I like some cornbreads. I like them on the sweet side a little bit, but this one's not sweet. But he loves cornbread, and I've been searching for the best recipe, and I always want to use buttermilk, and I found one in the Southern Living magazine. I think I've been having it for a few years, but I'll show you the magazine, and I'll probably list the recipe underneath. But it's very simple, mix wet and dry and all that stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy. You can kind of see all the ingredients. I'm trying to make sure you can see really well. So I have 2 bowls. I don't know if I should put I'll put the dry ingredients in here and the wet in here. We'll mix it in this bowl. So we're gonna start with our dry ingredients, and I'll have to put my glasses on so I can read the recipe, but let me show you the book. This book is from 2015, and it's, I've used a lot of recipes out of this book. I like to keep these for fall or the holidays, and this is one of the cornbreads. But this is cornbread without any sugar. The recipe is a little different, but I'm using this one, and it bakes at a lower temperature, which is 350, and I have my oven preheated. But I'm going to do convection 325. If you do convection, you always want to go 25 degrees lower. And I have a 10-inch cast iron skillet. I put some butter flavored shortening in here and some butter, and I'm going to put this in the oven and heat it up. If it's hot and it's got a little butter in it, you get a better crust on your cornbread. My mother did that. Sorry, my oven door is loud. So some of the ingredients I've measured out, some of them I don't. And you're supposed to use fine cornmeal, but this is the only cornmeal I have right now. It's just yellow cornmeal. So the way this one, we're gonna do the dry ingredients first. I need 1.5 cups of cornmeal. So here's one of the measuring cups I got for Christmas. I love them. I don't know if I'll be able to fit the cup in here. We'll just pour it. All right, that's good. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my salt now because I don't want to forget. I'm just gonna use kosher salt. I'm gonna use a teaspoon, even though I'm gonna be using salted butter. And we're gonna need a teaspoon of baking soda. I always keep my baking soda in this little container. Oh, I'm sorry, that goes in the wet. I'm already screwing up, but I read it 100 times. Okay, this is the flour. This is all the dry ingredients. You put the baking soda with the wet. I'm so sorry. So we only need 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And I just like to, my flour is very full right now, so I kind of try to fluff it up a little bit so it's not packed. The best way probably is to spoon it into your measuring cup. And sometimes I make a mess. And I always level it off with a butter knife. Okay. That's all we need for that. So that's our dry ingredients. Pretty simple. I want to make sure my butter's not burning in it. My oven lights out, so that's a bummer. I think we have to get a special light for it. Okay, so let's move this to the wet. Did I mix that up? I did. Sorry, it's been a while since I did a video. Oh, I apologize. 1.5 cups of buttermilk. I like whole buttermilk. It's my favorite. But you can use low fat. And 3 large eggs. And mine are kind of room temperature because I'm planning on baking something else. I've been having so much fun cooking in the holidays. It's been a blast for me. So this is 4 tablespoons of sugar. And you really don't taste the sugar. It doesn't make it sweet at all. And now we're gonna put our teaspoon of baking soda. I think the baking soda reacts with the buttermilk. And I'll make sure this is fresh, even though I put it in this container. And a half cup of corn. I think you can leave this out, but it's really good in there, and it's not a lot. It doesn't take over. And this is my favorite, if I can find it. This is my favorite corn right now. And that's it. So we're gonna whisk this. The other cornbread recipe that I showed you, that was I got these microfiber rags my mother-in-law gave me for Christmas. I think I like them. Now I'm gonna pour the wet into the dry. Forgot to take my spatula out. One day I'm going to test this recipe with more flour and less cornmeal and see what the texture is like. So we're gonna mix this, and then we're gonna put in a half a stick of melted butter. And I already melted my butter in the microwave, and it's room temperature. I'm gonna whisk this a little bit and then use my spatula. And then we'll just put the, you know what, you're not supposed to put cast iron on your glass top stove. So I'm gonna put it on one of these. Shut my fire too. Let me know what you guys want cooking. Oh, and this is, we always make the black-eyed peas and the cabbage. Some people use turnip greens. I went to Kroger a lot of people with turnip greens. Sorry about that. And it's exciting to hear what other people make. I'm supposed to make a cheesecake. I'm not sure if I'm going to video that. I haven't baked a cheesecake in years. I always make the no-bake ones. All right. Let's start with this spatula. You can see that's a pretty batter. You don't want to overmix. My mother used to just put shortening in her. Let's put our melted butter. How could it not be good with butter? This is one of the best recipes that we've ever tried. That's a lot of butter. I hope I did that right. And convection usually makes it a little bit faster, so I'll be checking with a toothpick, because that's the only way I can tell for a cornbread. Okay, let's pull the skillet out. Should be hot enough. See that the butter's nice and hot and bubbly. I'm gonna move it around a little bit. And you kind of want to hear a sizzle when you put your cornbread in. I'm not gonna be able to do this facing the camera, so oh, it didn't sizzle too much. It's pretty thick. You could bake it in a larger container if you want it thinner. And you know, my rule is, and I'm breaking my own rule, but I always like to put a baking pan underneath. And I forgot. So, oh, this is really heavy. I'm gonna have to use both arms. Okay, it says about 35 minutes. So I'm gonna put this in the oven. So I don't need to be able to see it close up. It's got a lot of butter. So I'm gonna put this in the oven, and I'll tell you how long it bakes, and I'll do the toothpick test. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna flip this out, and this is very heavy, and this is just a little platter that I have, and this is really heavy. I just want you to see the crust. That's, you know, I don't want to break it.
Now it's time to ice.
The top is pretty too, but The crust, I think we might have had a little bit better crust last time, but this is good. I think shortening might give it a better crust, and also higher oven temperatures. And that cast iron is really heavy. Anyway, let me give you a close up. You can see the little corn kernels in there, but and if you want the top shortening, you just flip it back over on another plate. I haven't decided which one's prettier yet, so I'm excited. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you guys. I cannot finish my thoughts. I am so sorry. We do the cabbage and black eyed peas, and I actually like to take a piece of cornbread and put my black eyed peas and a little bit of juice and on my cornbread. I've done that my whole life. I like rice and a little bit of cornbread. So anyway, I'm gonna cut it and actually I'm gonna let it cool just a little bit longer, and then I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. I would suggest, if you don't like a cornbread this thick, a larger skillet, but it's moist, and let's taste it.
Good.
My husband said it's good. It's very good, and I don't care for cornbread that much unless it's like sweet like Jiffy. But anyway, this would go great with black eyed peas. So I'm gonna list the ingredients underneath the video. I thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I finally made it to 5,000, and I am so excited. You just have no idea. And I couldn't do it without Ella, that's for sure. Ella's here. And
I'm eating.
She's eating some Cheetos. Anyway,
I don't like cornbread.
I gotta move on because I'm ready to make another video. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. And this is my first real cornbread recipe, and I'm gonna call it Southern Buttermilk Cornbread. So hope you try it out. Let me know if it turns out well for you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.